Nvidia just announced that they're going to be releasing a new video card coming on February 25th. But here's the thing. Does it even really matter if there's no stock? Let's talk tech. Are you building a new computer or just upgrading an old one? If so, then chances are you need a new Windows 10 key. And CD Key Sales, they've got you covered. Buying has never been easier, and prices for Windows keys are under $20, and there's even additional discounts. All you need to do is go search for the software that you're looking for, add that software to your cart, create an account, and when you go to checkout, enter the code TT18 to get an additional 20% off.
Now, let's frag some.
All codes are guaranteed and you'll be up and gaming in no time. All right, so it's official. The RTX 3060 is coming to the market, $329. Not allowed officially to share any specs with you guys or anything else under Nvidia's NDA, but I can tell you that the card is coming, and obviously it's going to be, for them at this point, probably what they would consider one of their entry-level cards, even though it's $329. You can expect, though, that it's pretty much going to be the same thing as an RTX 3060 Ti, just with a little bit of cut-down features. Now, the thing is, though, is that recently, Nvidia, AMD, all of these video card companies are not really having cards in stock, and like some people said, getting a video card now is almost like trying to find dinosaur bones. So it's really crazy, and there are a lot of theories, going on around why this is happening, and I've been thinking a lot about this, and I'd like to talk to you guys about it and ask you, please, in the comment section, to have debates, but don't beat up on each other, degrade each other, put each other down, be respectful, and talk things out like commentary and discuss things, because there are like a couple opinions about this. Now, even though I'm not going to ramble on more about the RTX 3060, because it'll get here, I'll do the review, all that stuff, you guys will hear all about it. There's videos all out there, about the rumors. So I want to talk to other things because I'm of two minds. First of all, when Nvidia had the previous card, the 1080 Ti, Nvidia had so much stock that they didn't sell that for years, I'm not even joking here, years down the line, companies had those cards in stock, they were barely selling, okay? So let's think about that for a second in reflection. Nvidia made tons and tons of stock so that everybody out there could have a video card. Now, this is obviously before the miners and the scalpers got into the game, but still, Nvidia had those cards on the shelf for years and years and years, which means what? That means that they didn't make all of their money back from that series of cards until what? Almost the very end of things. So when it comes to, Nvidia having right now a shortage of video cards, it seems kind of odd because now as soon as Nvidia releases their cards, they're gone. There is no stock, there's no turning back, and everybody's basically going, when the f am I gonna see some stock? You know what I mean? So in a way, I feel that it is possible that maybe, Nvidia is doing this, because let's just think about it. Their cards are all selling now. They don't have to worry about waiting years and years to sell their stock, and everybody wants their cards so bad that as soon as they come out, they sell out really quick. Now, there is the other hand to this. A lot of people say that, well, hey, Elric, that's a crazy thing. What the hell is wrong with you? Of course, Nvidia wants there to be more video cards out there, because if there's more video cards, Nvidia would sell more video cards. Okay. I can understand that thought process completely, but here's the whole thing. Maybe Nvidia doesn't want to get stuck with a bunch of cards sitting on shelves for the next 3 or 4 years before they sell them. And that's definitely not what's happening now. What's happening now is cards are released and then, like, hey, my snapping fingers aren't working. And the cards are gone like that, literally in a blink of an eye. So, I mean, I'm not really sure how anybody out there can say this is bad for Nvidia. How is that actually bad for Nvidia that they've sold all their cards? I mean, yeah, a lot of the fans are pissed off and they're screaming, you know, blue murder about everything. But I've told you the guys this before and I'm gonna tell you again. Nvidia is a corporation. And as much as I will admit that I like Nvidia cards better than AMD cards, I don't always like Nvidia politics at all. I don't really think that Nvidia should be doing anything in the market that makes them look bad at all. They shouldn't be doing partner programs. They shouldn't be trying to do stuff in the laptop division where they're not showing numbers. Any of the stuff that's ever backlashed and actually hit Nvidia in the face, I'm really not sure why they're doing it. And I go back with Jensen a long time, and he's not the kind of person who really wants to go around doing shady stuff. You may think so, but it's really not that way. And even though he is the big man at the company, there's still a whole big bunch of other people that are involved in that company making decisions. I mean, even the King of England, when he was the King of England, didn't know everything that was going on in every territory. He knew a little bit about it, obviously, but not everything. And I'm sure it's the same thing with Jensen. He doesn't have privy to every single solitary action that happens. He probably finds out about things too and reacts just like a lot of us do, but I don't think the man's a bad guy at all. And truthfully, my experience as a reviewer with Nvidia is completely different than AMD. AMD has always been the type of people to dictate reviews to people and tell people what they need to say, where Nvidia just lets you do what you need to do. Now, I know there was some controversy before with like Steve Burke, and I think Steve's a totally cool guy. Like he looks like a metalhead with all that hair. And here's the only thing though, when you go into business basically with Nvidia, okay, and you're gonna be a reviewer and reviewing their card, you see a document and you sign the document, and the document basically, you know, it's telling you in the reviewer's guide what you're agreeing to review. It also gives you the times and dates that you're allowed to release the information. Well, with RTX cards, the big thing about RTX cards is obviously ray tracing. So if you're a reviewer and you don't want to talk about ray tracing, I can understand Nvidia not wanting to sample you. And I mean nothing against Steve whatsoever. I mean, honestly, bro, if you see his video, don't think I'm judging you. I'm just not. It's just that, you know, RTX features are all about ray tracing. So, I mean, I wasn't really privy to what's going on. I've just heard the rumors. But to me, being a reviewer, if you do get a card from a company and you sign their NDA, you're kind of agreeing to a set of things that you're going to be doing in that review and testing. And since ray tracing is what RTX is all about, if nobody wants to test ray tracing, I could see Nvidia not really wanting to sample that person in the future, be it as it may. But here we go once again. RTX 3060, February 25th, $329. But like I said in the very beginning of the video, if the cards come out and they sell just right off the bat and there's none available, that's just not going to be, I guess, politically correct for Nvidia as far as the fans go. They're going to be angry. But there is what I would consider a possible bright light at the end of the tunnel. And since the 3060 is a lower end card, that means that there'll probably be a lot more chips available. Because what happens is they make all these chips, they take the absolute best ones become the top of the line cards, and then down the line it shuffles all the way down till you get the chips that weren't that great, but there's a lot of yield. So hopefully with the 3060, since it's not going to be the highest end card, hopefully there's going to be a lot more stock with it to help fill those spaces. Now, yesterday I made a video and I told you guys that Nvidia is now going to be releasing the RTX 2060, the GTX 1050 Ti, and the video got mixed reactions. Some people were like, oh, you know what, screw Nvidia, they're just releasing old cards. But the thing is, there are a lot of people who can't afford and don't have the cash for this new 30 series of cards. So for those people out there who are just trying to, replace, they don't want their console, so they want something a little better, or just trying to entry-level gaming, those cards will probably be good for them. But like a lot of people said, with the scalpers and miners, the 2060s will probably get sucked up like no tomorrow. The 1050 Ti's, I know a lot of people said, spit on that crap on it, but you know what? The card actually works. I tested it a long time ago. If you're just doing some 1080 gaming and stuff, it'll suit you fine. And for a lot of people, that is okay. But only time will tell. Hopefully, on February 25th, the cards are going to come out. We're going to be able to buy them at MSRP, and they're going to be available. Like I said in the last video, fingers crossed. Some guy made a comment, he said, if every single one of us in the world crossed our fingers at the same time, hopefully there'd be stock. But we shall see. So hey, I'm Elric. You guys have been watching Tech and Tomorrow. Let me know your comments below and your thoughts. Do you guys think that Nvidia is purposely not producing stock so that all their cards sell and they create a market vacuum that raises the prices up? Personally, I think it's possible. Don't have any proof, but as far as conspiracy theories go, it's not a bad one. If you feel otherwise, hey, leave a comment down below. But like I said, please be respectful. We are all people, we all have feelings. There's no reason that anybody has to be mean, cruel, or degrading to anybody else. Be good, be better. We've already got a pandemic, a bunch of other bullshit to deal with. So the last thing we really need to be doing is being cruel to each other. I love you guys. You're great fans. Thanks for watching the channel. If you like what you see, hey, hit that sub button, but make sure you turn on the notifications or you'll never know I'm making videos. And if you have questions about CD keys, whether the codes are valid or they work, the codes always work. If you ever have a problem with any code, all you have to do is contact me or them. You will be given a new code. We will always make sure that your computer is up and running so you don't have to worry about that. Make sure you use the code TT18 though and save yourself some extra cash. And if you don't have any cash and you'd still like to support the channel, I have a link down below to Amazon Prime. Check it out, use the link, try it for 30 days, ditch it. Hey, give me credit. You can watch all their movies, get free shipping. We all win. And for a single $1, hey, you can support me on Patreon. So peace out. We'll see you guys back here for more tech on Tech of Tomorrow.